Hello, this is Chris Jansen. My website is endevil.life. I'm making this video today because I'm excited to present the first day of a new network called the One Great Network. This is something that's been put together spearheaded by Mark Passio, researcher and podcaster of whatonearthishappening.com. Someone who I've followed for a very long time. His work has been very influential in my thinking and changed my life in many ways. So, um, when you learn so much from somebody, it makes you really want to look up to that person. But Mark points out I'm just a person, and he's for a long time dreamed about other people speaking out in the way that he does and teaching to others important concepts about natural law. And so he's had this dream for a very long time to bring together all the people he knows or can find on the internet to speak in one place. And with the help of some other amazing individuals, he has a awesome woman who's always been right by his side, Leah Bone, helping him the whole way, and then a whole technical group of people that have jumped in and helped make this thing happen. So you can check it out right now. I'm going to share the link, and the link is with the One Great Network. The onegreatnetwork.com is a place that will have a 24-hour player. There are always going to be great information playing on this platform, and I'm very happy to be one of the people that has some of my work on there. And so you can look up many. There's 40 different creators on the One Great Network, and you can click on any one and look at their articles, videos, and things that people are sharing. And so it's an amazing place for people to go and learn. It's all about learning, right? And teaching. The problem in the world right now that many people are stuck on believing things. And in many cases, believing things that are definitely not true. So I'm trying to encourage people to think for themselves. I'm trying to encourage people to look deeper into things. I'm trying to encourage folks to take control of their own life and their own mind, and to learn the difference between right and wrong, to look into things deeper and to understand the true meaning behind what's going on in the world around us. So that's why I'm really excited to tell you guys about the One Great Network, which has a whole bunch of people talking in that way and explaining, some of the finer points and of truth of what's really going on in our world and what we're supposed to be doing about it. So I don't want anybody to believe me. Don't believe me. Please don't believe me. Think for yourself. But I do have some good points to make. And I spent a lot of time putting those points into video formats. I've had conversations with other people and recorded them. You could check out my work on endevil.life. That's my website. But today I'm really more excited about telling you about the One Great Network. Mark Passio's work has been very influential on not just me, but a whole large community of people who have come together. And so he's found there's more than 40, but right now 40 people are all sharing their information on that network. And there's also going to be a 24-hour player that's always going to have something playing on there for people to check out. So turn off the news. It's time for us to stop listening to liars and listen to people that are speaking from their heart. One thing that's really amazing and awesome about the One Great Network is that it's been put together completely by care, by people that really put aside everything else in their life and volunteered their time and energy to bring information to other people in the hopes of creating a better world, in the hopes of changing the dynamic that's going on around us. The dynamic that's going on around us is um, evil. It's basically humans getting deeper and deeper into a state of chaos. And that situation is deteriorating quickly. You know, everybody that I've talked to seems to understand that there's something dangerous and scary going on in the world right now, and we're headed towards a worse future. So it's really up to us as individuals to do something about that. And there is something that can be done. And I think that's one of the tricks of the ruling class that's existing in the world right now, is convincing people that there's nothing that can be done, that things are just what they are. And that's not the case. We have the ability, the amazing ability to change things in the world around us by how we think and how we act and the things we actually do. So I'm just going to talk a little bit today about belief. And it's important from the point of view that I'd like to share to not be stuck in a state of belief. How about working instead towards knowing? Work on things that you know. There are things in this world that can be known. Mark Passio talks a lot about something, the term natural law. The working definition of natural law is a universal, non man made, binding, and immutable condition that governs the consequences of behavior. So, natural law is a body of universal spiritual laws that act as the governing dynamics of consciousness. There are a lot of folks out there who don't want to believe there's a such thing as the truth, that everybody can have their own truth and we can all believe whatever we want. And yeah, you can believe whatever you want, but if you believe there's no such thing as cliffs and you go running off of one, you're going to find out real quick that there is a such thing of truth. Truth is something that cannot be ever completely hidden. And which brings me to the word occult. What Mark Passio brought to many of us on what on earth is happening is a better understanding of the occult and the word occult. A lot of people think that word means some sort of mysterious magic or evil, but the word occult just comes from oculus, which is to see. So if you learn to see things that have been hidden, that's what occult is, things that have been hidden from sight, then we begin to unravel the mysteries of what's going on around us. And what's going around us is a long, long history of people that want to control and own other people, power. And money is just a tool that's been used to enslave us. And yes, we as humans in this reality right now are enslaved. We're enslaved by money. That's one of the main ways us in the Western world are enslaved. But we're also enslaved by beliefs, beliefs in things like authority. That just because someone says something with the right hat on or who's wearing the right shirt, then they must automatically be listened to. When the truth is, the only reason that authority has power is because of a monopoly on violence. They have more guns and more technology aimed against the average person, and that puts people in a state of fear. And in that state of fear, they're willing to follow laws and rules and mandates because they're afraid. And that is no way to treat one another. And that's not in tune or in alignment with natural law. What that does is tips the scales to keep pushing humanity further and further into a worse situation. So, the goal of me having this talk and me having an End Evil website and us being part of the One Great Network is to educate folks about morality. And each of us working on an individual level, improving ourselves as people and understanding the difference between right and wrong and not being part of the stealing and robbery that's going on in the world, we can begin to start a new way of living and tip the scales back to where we treat one another well and we have a good environment and a good world around us. And in order to make that happen, we have to, imagine that that's possible. And I think that's where a lot of people are getting stuck. They can't even imagine things um, in a better way than they are. Things are not just the way they are. We make them the way they are by what we do. And as a group, it depends on all of us. We're all part of this experience. We're not separate. The reason I use the tree of life in my videos is because it symbolizes the connection that we all have. Living on this planet and being part of this life experience, we're connected to everything around us. And so it's important what we do because we affect every single thing around us. And with every little thing we do, every little thing matters. So every choice you make matters. So it's really up to us. We need to get out of this frame of mind of a lot of people have where you just go in once every 4 years and choose the red team or the blue team and your job's done. You did your part. Well, that's not going to get us anywhere. In fact, all that's going to get us is deeper into slavery. So getting off on a little bit of a tangent, but it's all related to the idea of being rooted in truth and working towards knowing things. And a great way to do that is by taking the time to learn and study up and not just read the headline or the first thing people tell you or whatever they're flashing on the news channels. Instead, look towards people who are putting their heart into work and doing things because they care and not because they want money. So I really want to recommend folks to take a minute right now and bookmark the One Great Network. I'm going to link it to the video that I'm sharing right now. And I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm going to make a point to do more of these type of live videos from time to time. Something I've been meaning to do a lot more, but it drives me crazy. I don't like social media very much. I'll be honest. So this is me pushing myself to do something I don't really like to do, to get out of my comfort zone. But it's important because the world is really freaking screwed up right now, and people are very confused about what's right and wrong. And so it's important for us to really understand deep within ourselves so that when we go out into the world and talk to other people, that we share things from a point of view of truth and honesty and bravery, and look at the world for what it really is and quit pretending that someone's going to come save us or some hero is going to come save the day. It's not, it's us that's going to save the day. And it depends on what we do right now. So I want to encourage you again, check out the One Great Network. You can check out my website and evil.life, and feel free to contact me if you want some more information. And have a great day, folks. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Evil is the destruction of freedom.